Hello, learners. Welcome to another lesson on cultural and creative arts. I remain your cultural and creative arts instructor, Mr. Victor Eshemogi, and today's topic is on tie and dye. Tie and dye. By the end of today's lessons, you should be able to define what tie and dye is, and identify tools and materials which you use in making tie and dye. Then you should be able to explain the different tie and dye techniques, okay? And also you should be able to describe the procedures involved in tie and dye creation. Then state the uses of tie and dye. So here, what is tie and dye? What is tie and dye? I want to believe you've heard of the word tie and dye in several locations, but probably you should have an idea of what it means. Can you tell me what tie and dye is? Okay. Now let's move on. Meaning of tie and dye is a fabric decoration method where parts of clothes are tied before dyeing to create patterns and designs. Okay, tie and dye is a fabric decoration method where parts of cloth are tied, all right, before dyeing to create patterns. And so here we'll be looking at the tools which you use in tie and dye creations. We have a bucket, a very important one, bucket or a bowl, something that you can dip into. You can dip some other things into. Then we have rubber bands or strings, that is to tie materials. Then we have the wooden sticks to stir it when it's inside the dye solutes. Then we have our gloves to protect our hands from chemicals, okay, because the dye is a chemical substance that can be harmful to our skin. So you have to use the glove and also use a wooden stick to probably stir it around and do the necessary things with it. Now, okay, have you gone through the tools used in creating tie and dye? Here are the materials used in tie and dye. Okay, you have to make use of a white cotton fabric because you want to dye a particular fabric, right? So it shouldn't be colored. It has to be white. It is from white you get the colored or the pattern fabric. Okay, then you have your dye, either the chemical or the natural dye. Then you have your water to mix the dye. The dyes can be in the powdered form or in a liquid form. Then you have your starch or soda ash. The starch is to make it stick to it. That's why if you go to the market to get some materials that are like some already made fabrics that has tie and dye structure in it, patterns on it, you discover that they are stick. They are not stick, rather they are stiff in nature. Okay, that's because of the starch that was used in creating that pattern on the. So fabric. Here we'll be looking at the techniques in tie and dye. Techniques in tie and dye. So what do you think are just a few techniques you think are in tie and dye creation? What are those things you need to do in tie and dye creation? Can you give us an idea? Okay. So let's move forward so we can know more techniques in tie and dye creation. All right, here are the three main techniques in tie and dye. Okay, the first here is tying. Now, note that the way you tie your material determines the kind of pattern it will deliver or it will bring out. Okay, now cloth is tied tightly with strings or rubber bands to form patterns. Okay, then folding and twisting. Folding and twisting. The fabric is folded or twisted before trying and or before tying and dyeing. Before tying and dyeing your material, after tying it, you fold and twist it in a way you want it to bring out the pattern for you. Then stitching, that's an advanced method. Stitching. Fabric is stitched before dyeing to create detailed designs. So all these techniques are three different techniques. You have the tying technique, you have the folding and twisting technique. In case you don't want to do with only tying, you can fold and twist. Then you have the stitching technique. Okay, before you even tie yourself, you can still do the folding and twisting. So the stitching technique is more of the advanced technique. Okay, fabric is stitched before dyeing to create detailed designs. Now here are the procedures for tie and dye. The procedures for tie and dye: one, wash and dry the fabric. You wash and dry the fabric first. Okay, let me show the fabric is clean. Then the second is this: you tie and fold the cloth. Tie and what? Fold the cloth. Then prepare the dye. Prepare the dye. Then dip fabric into dye. You dip your fabric into the dye after you prepare your dye the way in the kind of nature you want it to look like. Then you rinse after dipping the fabric into the dye. You bring it out. You rinse and then you dry on your line. Well, okay. Some of you might be asking, we've been hearing of tie and dye, we've even seen it before, but what are they actually used for? Now, here are the uses. Tie and dye fabrics are used for clothing. Yes, you put them on. All those beautiful, probably you've seen it worn on someone, but you don't really know that that's tie and dye. Take a look at this picture. So, wherever you've seen a fabric that looks like this on someone's body, take note that that is the work of tie and dye. The pattern is there, everything is beautiful. Just take note that that is a tie and dye design. Then curtains and table covers, they are also useful in those methods. You make use of it as curtains and table covers. Also for school uniforms, yes, in traditional days, they use it as a school uniforms and as well for decoration. Okay, so take note, these are the major uses of tie and dye fabrics. All right, so having gone through the uses of tie and dye, is it actually important despite it is useful? Now, despite it is useful, that means it is important. If it's not important, it won't be useful. So the importance of tie and dye is one, it preserves your culture and your what tradition, because all these things are based from the cultural background from your time, before your time, it has been there. Okay, so it is now the creative aspect of your culture. That is what this is. All right, now provides jobs and income. It provides what? Jobs and income, encourages creativity, okay, and also promotes local crafts. It's what? Promotes local okay, crafts. Guys, here as a summary or a recap of this lesson in short, tie and dye is a method of decorating fabric using what? Dye. Then different tools, materials, and techniques are being used in creating what? Tie and dye. And tie and dye fabrics are useful in daily life and culture. So here are a few questions that are meant to check your level of understanding from everything you've learned from this video. Your level of understanding of all you've learned from this video. Now, one is asking, what is tie and dye? Number two, mention two tools used in tie and dye. Three, name one technique in tie and dye or technique of tie and dye. Then four, state two uses of tie and dye fabrics. Then five, why is tie and dye important? Okay. All right, guys, we've come to the end of today's lessons on tie and dye. I'm sure you've learned a lot of things, and that will show that you've gained value of the time spent here. Thank you very much for your time you spent with me, and see you in our next lessons. Have a wonderful day ahead.